Aubrey with Vitality Fitness, and I'm popping in here real quick to talk to you a little bit about posture. So our posture is so important. I'm sure you know that we do way too much sitting in our lives. We do way too much hunching forward, even on our phones, on our laptops, at our desks. Even our housework activities, so much of it is bent forward. So I want to make sure that in our workouts, we are really working the back of our body, that we're working those postural muscles behind our shoulders, in our mid-back, and keeping our posture really tall and working those muscles. We like to do those twice as much, work the back of our body twice as much as we do the front of our body, so that we can really accentuate our posture and work on keeping ourselves up tall and take away a little bit of that effect that we have done to ourselves throughout the day by leaning forward and all of those forward activities throughout the day. So I would encourage you throughout your day to just kind of give yourself a gentle reminder. Think of myself or one of my teammates, one of my team members on your shoulder, kind of giving you a little gentle reminder to sit up a little taller, take a couple deep breaths in, give a little gentle squeeze at your shoulder blades. You know, it doesn't always have to be an exercise break to think about these muscles. You can, sitting at your desk, sit up super tall, look away from your screen for a second, bring your shoulders down and back, and really give a little squeeze between your shoulder blades. Hold it for 5 seconds or so, keep your tummy muscles in, don't arch your back, and then relax it down. Do it a couple times back and forth, and it's just a little bit of movement break throughout your day. Just a little change in your posture can make a huge difference. Even when you're driving, you know, lots of different times throughout the day, you can do that little correction, that little, switch to help yourself to feel better and feel taller and feel more confident. We feel more confident when we have great posture, but we also prevent a lot of aches and pains. You know, there's many different aches and pains that can happen in our shoulders, in our neck, in our back, mid-back, lower back, even our hips, if we're out of alignment in our posture. So I wanted to go over one of the very important exercises that we do at Vitality Fitness is a row exercise. There's many different ways you can do a row exercise. You can use a band, a TheraBand hooked up against the wall or the door, and you can pull your elbows back by your side. The goal of the row exercise is to work these mid-back muscles right here, right in between your shoulder blades. You want to think about those shoulder blades squeezing low and together in the center of your back when you're doing your row exercise. So I'm going to show you one form of a row exercise here, and I'd like you to practice it and see how you feel with it. So I'm going to take a set of weights here, and I'm going to get into a narrow stance. So I have just a little bit of space between my feet. I'm going to stand really tall here and pull my shoulders back by my side. So if I was standing this way, you would see me here. I'm in a really tall posture. My shoulders are back. They're not rounded forward. They're back, and my shoulder blades are kind of squeezed low and together here to start. So I'll go to the side so you can see the next portion of what I'm going to do. From here, I'm going to keep that tall posture and that natural curve that I have in my back when I'm standing, and I'm just going to stick my tush out. So it's like I've forgotten to close the file cabinet, and I'm just sticking it, closing it with my hips. Sticking my hips back and closing that file cabinet. So I'm still maintaining the natural curve that I have here in my lower back when I'm standing, and my back is nice and straight. My knees are bent just a little bit so that I can maintain this position. From here, I'm going to pull my elbows back by my side. So they're going to go just by my side or just past. And I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together. They go low and together. And then I control it back in. My head is nice and neutral. I'm looking at you guys here so that you can see and I can talk you through it. But your head is nice and neutral. You don't want it rounded down. You don't want it arched up. You don't want it turned. But you want it right in line with your body. Kind of tuck your chin a little bit like you're holding an orange under your chin. And from here, you're going to pull back, squeeze for a beat, and then control it down. Pull back, squeeze for a beat, and control it down. You don't want to drive your elbow back too far. because watch what happens to my shoulder if I drive my elbow back way far. If you can see, that's my shoulder. That's the top of my shoulder, the bone, the humerus. It is pressing way forward. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on my shoulder if I do that in a repetitive amount of time, if I do it too much. So you want to go just past the side of your body or just to the side of your body. Get that good squeeze of your shoulder blade like you're pulling it into the center of your body, and then bring it down. If you see me from the front, I'll go one arm here so I don't pick up the other one. My elbow goes straight back. It doesn't go out here, but it's going for a low row. So it goes straight back and I control it down. So give that exercise a try, and I encourage you to kind of think throughout your day of times where you might be able to open up your posture, even just take a couple deep breaths and pull those shoulders back and see how you feel.